My name is Christopher Burton. I play in, let's start from the longest running, the New Orleans Concert Band, the Post 350 Legion Band, that's out here in Metairie. Pure Cura Panic, which is an anime cover band, and my own band, Hit and Win Saxophone Ensemble.
And that's the one that you registered on NewOrleansMusicians.com.
That's the one I have a Facebook page for. And
yeah.
we meet tomorrow. I gotta do a bunch of stuff for it, the band still. Like I still need to start going around talking to people to try to book things,
Right, yeah. And you're playing saxophone in all of those?
I'm playing saxophone in all of those, yes.
Gotcha. I wanted to start kind of when you were a child and what kind of music you were hearing in your home. What were your parents big music fans?
So I'm a charity baby, born like Wayne. Charity baby. Right in the city of New Orleans, Charity Hospital, Tulane Avenue. And as a kid, I grew up listening to a lot of what do you call it, vinyl records?
Sure.
Right, and a lot of gospel. So a lot of Shaka Khan, a lot of Minnie Riperton, a lot of Etta James, Sam Cooke, Coco. Oh, I'm gonna get this lady's name wrong. Coco Taylor, I want to say, like the old school lady who did.
I'm not remembering a Coco.
I might be butchering her name. I'm not good with names, but I listen to that stuff. Otis Redding, James Brown, like that's always playing in our house.
And that was what, like your parents' record
my
collection?
Parents, yeah, my parents and grandparents.
Yeah.
We had one of these tabletop phonograph players.
Yeah.
Those big ones with the big old speakers in it.
Sure.
We had one of those.
Yeah.
Katrina damaged it, but we would still have it.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
It damaged all our vinyl records too, so all our Shaka Khan and all that got damaged. So we had the vinyl.
Yeah.
We had like 2 crates of vinyl records.
Nice. So they were all big music fans. So you grew up around that, and
but more than that, my dad played bass in a gospel band.
oh, okay.
And I remember being a kid and him taking us around, just every once in a while. I can remember just 2 instances where he took me and my sister around with him to a gig. Like one gig he had in Jackson. That's the one I remember distinctly. I'm like, I remember being in Jackson and y'all just rocking the house.
Yeah. What place was this? What kind of venue was it?
It was the church.
Oh, okay.
Church, gospel.
Gotcha.
And I believe he played with the band the Randolph Brothers at the time. So he's the bass player. So my dad's the bass player.
Yeah.
And that was,
How old were you?
probably about 6, 7.
Okay.
Like really young. I don't remember. Probably 4. I don't know. I was young.
Yeah,
I was
super
really
young. Did it grab you? Did it really? I mean, was it something that resonated with you immediately, or it's just something he did?
I think it's something that resonated with me because I remember going to church, especially when I was young. I don't go to church a lot now, but even now, I just love some good gospel music. I just
Sure.
even though I may not feel, but the music grabs me. It's just so interesting, so powerful, so moving. I love the music.
Yeah, well, I mean, it gave birth to many different genres, and even if you're not catching the spirit like you're talking about, it's
the music.
It's got a groove. Yeah. Yeah.
And when the churches I went to, the Baptist churches I went to, there was always a band playing.
Sure.
So I thought that's how church was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then you go places Episcopalian and like, what is the singing they're doing? What is that? What is that?
Right. Well, that did not resonate with you. Then,
not as much.
Yeah. So your dad was in a band that played in church as a gospel band. Was it strictly in churches, or did he do any other gigs?
It was strictly churches, even though they would also play at Jazz Fest at the time. So,
nice.
So they were always in the gospel tent, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Even now, I'll tell you more about that later.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
there's a lot more to the musical story.
Sure. And what age did you pick up a instrument. What was your first instrument?
My first instrument was the saxophone.
Okay.
And it wasn't because anybody told me to do it. In fact, nobody was telling me to do it. Nobody said, go play the saxophone and be
Right.
like, no, everybody was like,
Yeah.
this was, I was 15.
Okay.
And when I was 15, in high school, I was just doing anything and everything I could. So I was one of those kids that was on everything. Debate club, newspaper,
Okay.
drama, just football team. I tried out for that. I didn't try out for the basketball team. I suck at basketball. But gardening club, like I did everything. So I was like, I'm from New Orleans, and I don't know a whole lot of blues and jazz. I'll pick up an instrument and learn something.
Yeah.
So went to the band, and he was like, yeah, I'll put you on sax. I'm like, that's fine. I want to do sax anyway.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like you were easily intimidated by any kind of challenge, because you just both feet in, no matter what it was, right?
I believe in my ability to do anything if I set out to do it.
Sure.
Like, I may have to practice for the saxophone. I've been playing 21 years at this point, but so I'm 36 in a couple days. But I believe in my ability to learn anything.
Sure.
Just given enough time and patience. I still got that C in my piano classes in college. I'm really not that good at piano. But if I needed to, I could work at it and get good at it. I'm confident in that.
Sure. Well, I think that's necessary to be comfortable. You need to be comfortable to be able to reach your full potential, I think, you know. You can't have trepidation and then kind of not put your best foot forward or not put all your effort into it, you know what I mean?
Exactly right.
Or get discouraged, you know what I mean?
And that reminds me, with that work ethic that I think I have, I think it's work ethic more than talent. Yeah, maybe I have a talent for sticking with something.
Sure.
But I still don't think it's talent. Like, I absolutely suck for years and years.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, somebody told me the same thing when I was learning to steer a boat. He said, I said, how am I doing so far? And he says, well, and a long pause, and he says, you're not a natural. So, but I mean, it's all in how you take that, because somebody could tell you that you're not a natural, but you don't sound half bad, and that pretty much equals you're fantastic because you had to work twice as hard to get where you are now, you know? So, I mean, it can be encouraging. It's just all in how you receive it, I guess, and what you do from there, you know?
I agree with that. So I picked it up late.
Yeah.
So pretty late. And actually, my mom played clarinet. I found this out way later. My mom died when I was really young. So I was like 6 or 7 when she passed away. So 95, I think it was, when she passed away. 94, I don't remember, 93, I don't remember. I got the death certificate. But it was when I was really young. And I found out later that she actually played clarinet, you know. My auntie actually picked up the clarinet when she was in high school, my youngest auntie. And I remember listening to her practice in her room. You know, our rooms were right next door to each other. So I listened to my youngest auntie practicing her clarinet. You know, she was all right.
Yeah.
She squeaked a lot.
Yeah.
Squidward.
Oh, look, I can't talk. I picked up a saxophone one time at my friend's house, and he had a beagle, and a beagle just started screaming. The dog told me, you're not a natural.
I think beagles is a more sensitive, because my roommate's beagle also does that. He does even worse. Even if I pull out the horn, he'll look at it and be like,
Yeah.
and run out the room.
That's terrible. They're not encouraging animals, I guess, huh?
No.